Money counter gon' count up 100. Cut the check and I cry like an onion. Only focus on women and money. Being broke made me sick to my stomach.
Boy, be looking good, man. What's good, YouTube? It's Lockin' Des coming at y'all with another reaction video. Now, as you can see, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This title and this thumbnail caught my eye, bro. Mary Jane is the villain of the Spider-Man trilogy. Now, off the rip, I agree 100%. No cap. She is a villain. She's evil. The more I get older, the older I got and started to really peep Mary Jane. Because I was a kid when these movies came out, right? I was like, first one came out 02, I'm 1 year old. Second one 04, I'm 3. Third one 07, I'm 6. I'm just paying attention to Spider-Man. I ain't even really noticing the dirt that Mary Jane is doing on the side. I'm thinking, yeah, of course, Peter, yeah, he's supposed to be with Mary Jane, of course. Bro, Mary Jane is a true villain. She's a true bop. She's a bop. Sam Raimi, what happened? But I ain't gonna lie, the only movie that I really like her character is the first one. In all seriousness, I feel like the first movie, she felt like she had her tragic backstory. She had a little bit of redemption. Peter kind of showed her how to be herself, that it was okay to follow her dreams. I really like her in the first movie. She actually felt like a good character. Besides, you know, homie bopping from Harry to Peter, that's actually devious work. That's still devious work. And while she was with Harry, technically, she was kissing on Spider-Man, which is Peter. Hey, bro. Hey, that's tough. But with that being said, man, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, leave a like on this video. I already know this about to be a banger, bro. Shout out to Zaffy, relatively small creator, 89K. Shout out to him for this video. This video been out for a month, man, so it's doing numbers. But with that being said, let's get straight to it, man.
Mary Jane Watson is an unstable, abusive gaslighter of the highest order. And today we're not only going to explain how and
gaslighter.
Why, we're also going to get to Peter Parker's true love interest
I've seen this.
that was taken and overshadowed because of her demonic indecency. I don't normally make videos like this, so I just want to make it clear to everyone, in case this video gets clipped and put somewhere, in case people start to think, who is this psychotic incel dressed like a gimp talking about female characters? I want to make something very clear. I
ain't gonna lie, this man got a mask on with one eye showing. I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of crazy, gang. Zaffy, you good, bro? Everything good at home, man? I'm sure it is. I mean, actually, hold on. Let's really pay attention to the background. Is this an armory? Is this like a rock? What is this? Where are you?
I love women. My fans know this. Lana Lang, Kate Beckinsale, Ana de Armas. I think these women should be president. All right? I truly do.
I don't know who none of them were.
But sometimes we have to speak the truth. There are some problematic female characters, and I never...
Okay, this is the last time I'm gonna pause for a second. Bro, can you breathe? Can he breathe? Real talk, like, I'm actually kind of concerned for you, gang. Can you breathe through this? Alright.
Shy away from talking about them. I think Felicity and Iris West should be hit by a truck.
Felicity, though? Hold on. Felicity?
Could be potentially...
Hold on. I gotta pause again. I know I said I wasn't gonna pause, but Felicity? Like, Felicity was cool. Iris, yeah, for sure. Shout out to Candace Patton, though, even though I ain't gonna lie. Pregnant with J.R. Smith is crazy. But Felicity was good, wasn't she? Maybe in the later seasons, but in the beginning, I mess with Felicity heavy.
The worst of all of them, and we need to speak about it. There's a good chance this video gets demonetized. All right? Ooh. So remember me as I am, a man speaking the truth. Only one question remains for me. Is Mary Jane a sociopath? I don't think so. I think she's a habitual serial narcissist of the highest order, of the 10th degree. She's a siren. Narcissist? Siren, the beautiful, voluptuous monsters that reel you in and then break you in half. Every man's worst fear. That is what she is on an emotional and spiritual level. Now, I get it. I understand that characters need romantic tension to build up. You need a back and forth. You need drama. I understand this completely. It's what makes good TV and movies.
Okay.
However, there's a difference between the Mr. and Mrs. Smith tension that's fun to watch and like the Lana Lang and Clark Kent where it's just two pretty people who are bickering back and forth and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with melodrama for seasons upon seasons upon seasons without any end in sight.
Oof.
That's what Mary Jane and Peter Parker remind me of. I get it. Mary Jane Watson has never had a good adaptation on the live screen. A lot of people have hated this about the way she's been adapted in the video games, movie, whatever it might be. But this woman goes from damsel in distress, screaming half the time, to a demon. That's what she is. Now, we have to address this about
that's crazy. Crazy picture
pulls. To death, but they have an asshole character problem. Almost every character I see, besides Aunt May, is a douchebag.
Peter too?
Starting from the bus driver who's laughing at Peter while he's running from the bus.
Nah, the bus driver a demon for this. You're the bus driver,
fired immediately for doing something like that, bro. Harry, knowing his best friend is in love with him, but he still goes.
Harry is slimy, bro. Harry is a slime ball. Bro, you mad lame, Harry. He gonna say, you never made a move at her. And Peter being the smooth goat that he is, you're right. Man, Harry, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Peter should have dropped him right then and there, bro. He should have dropped him right then and there, bro. Harry, you... Alright, bro. You know what? His initials is H-O, bro. Harry Osborn. His initials are H-O. I see why. I see why, bro.
Goes out with her without telling Harry, and then when Harry sees them, only then does he tell him about it. You got Peter, who's not only an asshole to his uncle...
Oh, come on. Come on, that's one situation. He teed up.
Take Harry's girlfriend from him. Tries to take MJ knowing that Harry's with her. What? This is some snake shit. Okay?
I ain't gonna lie, my boy. Hey, she was choosing. She was choosing. That's not Peter's fault.
Okay? Why was this normalized so much in the 2000s? I know. Besides that, and 30-year-olds playing high schoolers. Norman Osborn seems to be like the coolest dude. Before Norman Osborn becomes evil, he seems like the nicest guy out of the entire cast of characters in this. But MJ,
no,
this woman's a problem.
No,
she's at the center of everything wrong with the character work in the Spider-Man movies. I love the Spider-Man movies, and I'll defend Spider-Man 3 till my deathbed. She was my childhood crush. She's the reason I love redheads. Every time I see a redhead, I know I'm feeling the way I do for this redhead because of Mary Jane Watson.
That's crazy.
To this day, I will die on this hill. Rihanna's best look was when she had red hair. This woman...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is my hot take of the day. Rihanna is overrated. I don't think she that crazy, bro. Me personally. I don't really think she that crazy. People make it seem like Rihanna top 3. I can name 3 girls off the top better than Rihanna. Ruby. Lotto. Let me see. Try to think. Even like maybe I would say like prime Nicki, but that might be a stretch. Rihanna probably maybe she is top 3, but she not that crazy. She not that crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
She just a goddess. She still is, but Rihanna with red hair is goated. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. But the problem is, Mary
respect your opinion though.
Shit. It's shit. She's unstable. She's like radioactive. She's radioactive uranium gone rogue. Let's look at Spider-Man's girlfriends throughout the years. Yeah, Gwen Stacy. Perfect chemistry between her and Andrew Garfield.
Hey, they have. As long as we can all agree that Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy is the GOAT. I hate that they killed her, bro. She's Gwen Stacy. She has to, bro. That's unfortunately the plight of Gwen Stacy. But she the GOAT, bro. She is the best. She's the best. She the best. Simple.
Drama, but it's thwarted. The melodrama of it is thwarted because they have such good chemistry, right? Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire have no chemistry together. I never saw it. From day one, I was like, these two just don't, they're not
no
right.
chemistry?
So when I grew up, I just started realizing something doesn't sit right about them. Say what you want about Zendaya's MJ. A lot of people don't like her. All I'll say is this. She's as supportive of Tom Holland's Peter as possible. In Spider-Man No Way Home, she's defending this man every 2 seconds. She's not trying to backtrack him or cause drama or manipulate him or gaslight him or any of that shit.
Yeah.
She's just a normal, supportive girlfriend. That's what you need.
Cool.
This woman,
Zendaya cool.
she despises Peter Parker and Spider-Man. And a lot of people will be like, what the hell, what are you talking about? How does she despise the man she loves?
She despise him?
We're going to get to it, right?
Talk your talk.
We need to get to the character flaws, right? This
Cheater.
cheats on every
Yeah, absolutely.
boyfriend she's with in every movie.
Absolutely.
Did you know this?
Yeah, she has.
She's cheating on all of them.
Harry.
Let's start with Harry.
Peter.
My guy, Harry Osborn. Guess what?
What's his name?
While they're together, she's making out with Spider-Man. Ooh, the
Spider-Man
popular,
3,
sexy
Peter.
superhero swinging around the city. She's making out with this dude in the rain while she's still with Harry.
Nasty work.
The fuck?
Nasty
the
work.
Harry's shite, by the way. I don't know if they've been broken up at this point. I think they probably were. I think they got into a fight after the Norman Osborn Thanksgiving debacle. But regardless, you're making out with Peter at the funeral of your ex-boyfriend's father? Norman Osborn just died.
That's nasty work. Harry is probably still there, right? Is Harry... Bro, nah, real talk though. When did MJ and Harry break up? Like, for sure. Was it the Thanksgiving scene? Or was it after Aunt May was in the hospital and Harry walked in? What happened after that, bro? Oh my God, we will never know, bro. We will never know what happened when Harry walked in and they were holding hands. They just cut. Sam, you a demon. Sam Raimi, you a demon, bro. You're a demon.
You're kissing him up while Harry's there at Harry's dad's funeral? This is some snake shit, man.
I don't think Harry ever even...
disrespect of the highest order.
Did he even kiss MJ, honestly?
My boy, Elijah Michelson. Daniel Gillies gets done so dirty.
I ain't gonna
They're
lie.
engaged, for God's sakes, and she's hooking up with Peter at hot coffee shops trying to kiss him. Flirting with him every 2 seconds. She's still engaged.
She did him
Daniel
so
Gillies,
bogus.
Elijah Michelson himself, and she's at coffee shops trying to bang Peter. Trying to seduce him, for
Trying to
God's sakes.
seduce Peter.
This shot is insane, by the way. At the wedding, she runs away. From the wedding to go to Peter's embrace, to Peter's arms, mid-wedding. She has not broken up with him. She said yes, by all means. Everyone thinks this wedding's gonna happen, and then she doesn't show up. She runs to Peter's apartment, for fuck's sake. This is some really sus, problematic flaws.
Facts.
This is a cheater of the highest order. I'm sorry.
Facts.
I'm sorry. How did Peter not see this as the biggest red flag of all time? Bro, you're about to get married and you're here. What the fuck? I feel so bad for this dude. This dude is just like a regular dude. He's a Chad. And she does this to him, man. What the fuck? What is this? Spider-Man 3.
I'm gonna let him get his talking before I say anything. I'm gonna let him. He's spitting. He's spitting.
He gave her one kiss.
Nah, Peter.
In front of everyone.
I ain't
done
gonna.
that. Peter is a dumb fuck in Spider-Man 3. He's written like an idiot and a moron and an asshole before the symbiote even comes on him. He's an idiot in this film. Oh, just go get back up on the horse and... No, he's stupid. He's complacent in this film. He's written like an idiot. I don't really like the way a lot of these characters are written in these movies. But that's what he is. So, can we blame her for wanting to cheat with Harry because she feels vulnerable? Yes, I still can. Because why? It shows a pattern of behavior with her. When the going gets tough, she leaves, she cheats. She is unstable as a lover.
She a bot.
Gaslighter.
Gaslighter?
This is something that's even more prominent than the cheating.
Talk to me.
This woman, keep in mind, she deep down knows he's Spider-Man after they kiss at the funeral. When she kisses him, she has a realization.
Absolutely.
This is very familiar to me when I kissed Spider-Man in the rain. She knows deep down he's Spider-Man. It hasn't been fully confirmed.
That's so crazy, bro. She definitely knows. Like, if you kiss somebody, you know that kiss. You feel me? You know how you kiss. Like, she definitely, that's wild. She definitely knew.
Until Spider-Man 2, but she knows it deep down. Keep this in mind, y'all. This is so important. Peter missing her play is like the equivalent of a nuclear bomb dropping on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's the consequence.
Bro, she's crazy.
She goes off on this man, and they're not even dating.
She's
they're not even
crazy.
dating at this point, and she still goes crazy on this man for missing her plays.
For not seeing your play, bro.
She wants him to see her play so badly. She needs his validation.
Facts.
Outside of the house, she's like feeling him up and shit. Blue balling the fuck out of him. She knows he wants her so badly. And then what does she do after? Oh, by the way, I'm seeing someone now. And it's kind of serious. What? What is this?
Yeah. MJ, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's so crazy. She basically brought Peter to the point of climax, gang. And when he didn't reciprocate or wasn't saying how he really felt, yeah, I'm seeing someone now. Companionship, like I like him, like bro. MJ, ooh, she dirty.
What is it? She makes him feel guilty about not wanting to be with her, so she feels him up, and then she tells him, oh, I'm seeing someone right now. She's making him feel like shit, systematically breaking him down in Spider-Man 2. When he leaves the job of Spider-Man, when he throws his mask into the dumpster, he sees her plays, he starts committing, he starts talking to her. Now she is with another man at this point. Peter should not have done this, but he's desperate at this point because he thinks this is my time to get her back, right?
Right.
She makes him feel bad for it. She tells him, no, we can't be together. Then she's giving this dude looks while she's walking down the stairs, announcing the engagement with her new fiance. She's giving Peter looks. She's constantly looking at Peter, constantly giving him looks like, oh yeah, you can't have me. And then Peter comes at her. In one of the cringiest scenes I've ever seen in my life.
Day by day, he sided with passion.
Day by day, he sided with passion. Day by day. Bro.
She don't.
I don't know how they wrote this scene. She makes him look like a fool at the party, man.
Don't nobody care, Peter, about
she says stuff like, I can't keep loving you or some shit. Like, it's so weird. Why are you saying this to this man at the party where your fiance is at, bro? She makes him feel bad about not being with her. That's the problem. She gaslights him continuously. And guess what she does now? She tries to kiss up Daniel Gillies, and she realizes, oh, this is not the same as kissing Spider-Man.
It don't feel the same.
Why? She doesn't know that's Peter Spider-Man, right? If you don't know that Peter Spider-Man, why are you...
Oh my God. Oh my God, he cooked. He cooked. Oh my God. I never thought about this. Why is she kissing him upside down like she kissed Spider-Man? Whole time wanting Peter though. She knows Peter is Spider-Man. She knows. She knew this whole movie. She says it at the end. Like, I think I always knew. She knew, bruh. She knew. Why would you try to recreate the Spider-Man kiss when you want Peter Parker? I never thought about that.
Kissing Daniel Gillies up while trying to get reminiscence of kissing Spider-Man, even though you have feelings for Peter. She knows deep down Peter's Spider-Man, y'all. And she does this, and when she realizes, oh, it's not the same, she goes on a fucking coffee date with Peter and makes him feel bad about not being with her yet again. She says, do you love me? He says, no. The right thing to do, that he should say, when... Granted, she has a fiance at the time. This is what Peter should do. He should say, no, I don't love you. She's like, kiss me. Kiss me then if you don't love me. This chick is like a emotional dominatrix. She plays games with everyone
emotional dominatrix
until she's satisfied. And she's never satisfied. This is the thing with MJ. She's never truly satisfied. No matter, she'll get the Spider-Man. She'll get the Peter. Something's always wrong. And we're going to get to the extent of that. In Spider-Man 3, they're together. This woman is mad at Peter for being more popular than her. She gets envious of Spider-Man because people aren't paying attention to her plays, and she's walking out and seeing crowds cheering for Spider-Man. She's starting feeling insecure about her own career, so she projects it on Peter as if it's his fault and he's not supporting her, for fuck's sake. And this happens before Peter does any of the dumb shit he does, like kissing Gwen or getting the symbiote and hooking up with Gwen. This is before any of that. She's already having these feelings prior to any of that, and she's projecting it on him. Don't you love me? You're not there for me. It's the same shit. She's never satisfied, y'all, because it all is about her. It's always been about her from the get-go.
He's cooking, bro. He's cooking.
Demon. Let's get into this. She dates the most popular
She an e-girl.
The jock, right? Flash.
She an e-girl.
Breaks up with him, goes for the millionaire playboy son. Then she goes for the popular clouded up superhero that is a badass and everyone wants to know. Spider-Man. Kisses him while she's with Harry, for fuck's sake. Now, she gives in to her feelings for Peter, the nerd, right? This is the one thing where I can give her some credit because she finally, it wasn't about clout for her this time, it was about, Peter cares for me and he sees me Granted, it's all about her because her selfish need for validation, but still, she goes for Peter. This isn't about clout, all right? Understand this. Peter leaves her. That's on him. So she hooks up with this dude, the famous astronaut.
Astronaut,
the clouded up astronaut that all the girls want, right? It's a status. It's a status cloud. Keep this in mind. Now,
bro, he's cooking.
she doesn't actually like any of the people she's with for status. That's the issue, right?
She don't like
got with Harry. She never liked him. You could tell from the get-go she never liked him. She got with this dude. She doesn't really like him. She likes Peter, right? But she still doesn't, when she's with this dude, she doesn't leave him for Peter yet. She only leaves him for Peter on their marriage day when she finds out Peter is 100% confirmed to be Spider-Man. The Spider-Man, the superhero god of New York.
The god of New York. I like that. I like that. Spider-Man, the god of New York. Yeah. Yeah.
When she realizes this
my
woman
goat
wants the highest status man in the room. She's a succubus of Satan. This is, and it's all about her.
Nah, he go crazy.
It's what she wants. It's what she thinks will make her happy and accept herself. It all stems from her childhood abuse. Her dad. Yeah. She has a twisted relationship with her father. Yeah. And that makes her feel guilt inside. It makes her feel worthless inside. So she needs an external sense of validation. Why? Because she hates herself. And what happens when she hates herself? She projects that hatred onto her lover, Peter, or Spider-Man. Both. And it comes out via envy or insecurity or whatnot. She's never fulfilled because there's a problem seated within her that Peter cannot solve. This is also part on Peter. He never loved her. He spent most of his years loving her from afar next door, fantasizing the idea of her. The idea of her is what he loved, not her. When he got with her, he gets with her thinking he's in love with her because this is the girl he's always had a crush on. When they're actually together, Peter starts becoming complacent. He doesn't even show that much interest in her in Spider-Man 3, but yet he's proposing because he thinks it's the right thing to do. In his mind, he's propped her up all these years to be this person. He's never really loved her, and she only loves herself. She only wants to love herself despite hating herself.
I don't know how true that is. Peter doesn't love her. Nah, I can't really agree with that. I ain't gonna lie, I can't agree with that. He was going crazy for a minute, but right there, you letting the food cool down now. The food is cooling down. Nah, he definitely loved her. He saved her so many times. He's done a lot for her. He's professed his love to her so many times. Nah, he loves her.
So she needs validation to feed herself or feed her ego, for fuck's sake.
But she a demon, though, for sure.
So here's the thing. What if she did marry this dude and never got with Peter?
Oh, speaking on that again. Now, I feel like anybody, when they finally get the girl, that's any dude, though. That's any dude. Get complacent. You don't do the same things you was doing when you was chasing, So Peter, yeah. He did. He got a little complacent, probably got deeper into his Spider-Man ego and... Yeah, that's normal. But Spider-Man 3 is about overcoming that ego and getting out of that complacency and they fell in love together and things like that. So,
at the end, what if all this could be fixed by just not having her and Peter get together? You think Peter would be depressed, but he wouldn't be out of options, for fuck's sake. I mean, look at all the women around him.
Betty Brant.
You got Betty at the Daily Bugle. I swear to God,
Betty Brant.
Risk it all for her. If this woman was looking at me like this,
I ain't gonna lie, that scene is tough.
It'd be over. I'd have a kid with her every single year.
You a freak. It's cool though. I mean, I could tell. You got the mask on with one eye showing. You can't breathe. You haven't took a breath this whole video. He doing this in one take, by the way. He's done no edits, as far as I've noticed. You a freak.
It'd be a baby factory. We'd never leave the bedroom. Betty also is played by Angourie Rice in Tom Holland's Spider-Man trilogy.
I don't care about her,
Betty. Clip between these two having an interview from No Way Home when his identity is revealed.
Oh, really?
These two have more chemistry than him and Zendaya. In this 20-second clip alone, they should have gotten together. The problem is they fucking put her with Ned. I get it. It's a funny little stupid couple thing. I wish they hadn't done that. Peter and her deserve to be together. Gwen.
Absolutely not.
Stacy. I like her too. I like Bryce Dallas Howard as Gwen Stacy. I like her a lot. I think she has a much better personality, more likable personality than MJ. I think she'd be a lot of fun to hang out with. I like her a lot. But for me, there's only one true Gwen Stacy, and I don't want to fuck around with that. So,
okay, thank you. Okay, we're gonna agree on that. Okay, cool.
Here's how Spider-Man.
Right, and I don't care about Spider-Man 3 Gwen
them
Stacy.
getting back together. After Harry died, that's it, y'all. He should have called it wraps. You cannot be together after what has just occurred. After all the pain and suffering you've caused each other, you and Harry fought over this woman, for God's sakes. You need to respect his honor, respect his memory by not being with her. So it should have ended with Peter telling her, we're not compatible. We just can't do it. We caused each other too much pain. It's better that we're not together. Boom. 1 year later, maybe Peter's jerking off in his apartment or somewhere. I don't know. Peter's not feeling the greatest. He looks next door. And he sees the girl that he should have been with the whole time.
No. I can't say what I want to say, but no. Absolutely not. Yeah, she was probably the nicest. How can I say this, bro? She was definitely the nicest girl to Peter throughout the trilogy, from Spider-Man 2 and 3. She definitely was. In Spider-Man 2, when everything's going wrong, nobody cares about him. Everybody hates Peter. Here comes Ursula. Would you like a piece of chocolate cake? That scene was so important. That scene is so good. I mean, glass of milk. And Peter's just like, yes, please. Like, yeah. But she really ain't. She got no character. Like, she just the clumsy landlord daughter that's nice to Peter. That's literally her character in one sentence.
Ursula, whatever her name is. Ursula, the daughter of the landlord. He sees her and he's like, you know what, man? Fuck this. What have I been doing this whole time? And worrying about this redhead chick? He asks her out. He's like, yo, let's grab a cup of coffee sometime. And she overjoyfully says yes. And they start their life together. That is the true couple. Imagine these two hooking up in his room. And her father comes in. And he sees them and he stumbles back. He's, oh shit, and runs. That's the greatest scene of all time right there. I get it.
Freakazoid Rex.
For Peter, she can't compare to Prime MJ, the popular girl who Peter's always had a crush on, right? She's not that archetype.
That's not her body.
She could be, you know, when the ugly girl turns pretty. I don't even want to say that because she's not ugly. That's not what she is. This could be a moment of growth for Peter. He can stop doing this infantilization, fantasizing, romanticizing an image of a girl that he thinks he'll love, and he can actually allow himself to be with a girl who he knows can make him happy and that he can really love. That's the arc for Peter. That's such a better arc. And I get it.
But I get it. I get what he's saying, though. I get it. I get it, though. I get it. If y'all know, I get it.
Ursula can't be like Prime MJ. She can be LeBron.
All right, see, I'm gonna go ahead and have to cut this video short. I don't tolerate any LeBron slander. LeBron is the greatest basketball player of all times. With that being said, I'm just playing.
It's a bad joke. All right, MJ fans are gonna kill me in the comment section. I already know this. But look at her. She could be as pretty as Peter. Listen, Peter.
Oh wait. What did he say? Did I miss hearing? Did I miss hearing? That's
the arc for Peter. That's such a better arc. And I get it. Ursula can't be like Prime MJ. She can be LeBron. It's a bad joke. All right, MJ fans are gonna kill me in the comment section. I already know this. But look at her.
I can't tell if he's saying LeBron is better or he's second. I can't tell. I can't tell. I think
Peter. Listen, Peter's always been into MJ. He's into the hot chicks, right? She can't be hot.
Oh, she don't look bad, right? What's this? It's her. Hold on. What's this? Hold on, Ursula. Hold on, Ursula. I'm saying I'm looking a little scruffy duffy, but I still look good, baby. No cap. Who this? That's what she looked like in real life? Without the dork braids?
She can. She can be. She might not be as conventionally popular, attractive as MJ, but she's freaking gorgeous. Peter should have hooked up with her. That's the real couple.
Bro,
Peter would be so happy with her. Fuck MJ. Let her cry about it. Let her go after some other high status man and never be happy. I wish her Mary Jane happiness. She's just not good for Peter. And Peter's not good for her, quite frankly, all right? Those are my thoughts on them, Jay. If you want to know how they should have fixed Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man with that third movie, that delving into why he stopped pulling his punches, Sony, get fucked. Watch this.
All right, hold on. All right, that's it. Hey. I enjoyed this video. I ain't gonna lie. I love Spider-Man. I love the Spider-Man trilogy. I love the Sam Raimi movies. They're my favorite, probably my favorite movies in general, not just superhero movies. They're up there with like Godfather to me. No cap, man. So with that being said, let me know y'all thoughts, y'all comments in the comment section below. Y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. Was Mary Jane a succubus clout demon that was just going after every high status man in the trilogy? Or was she just a traumatized girl seeking validation in men that weren't right for her, and then finally found it in the good guy, Peter Parker? Y'all let me know, man. With that being said, y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Peace.